Hey now everybody, it's Jason Acorn, and on this week's episode of the Boneyard, I'm going to take you to my hometown of Red Deer, Alberta, and show you what really happens at one of North America's biggest indoor archery shoots, the mother of all shoots. And then from there we're heading to Lake Isle and Camp Hee-Ho-Ha. And we're going to take in an outdoor archery shoot for cause. And in between time, Lee Hicks takes a problem bear on the farm of a friend. So stay tuned, get ready for some action. Hey now, it's the Boneyard here, Jason Acorn. We're at the Mother of All Shoots. It's warm-up round, Friday evening, March 2nd. A few of the rules that we have going on here right now, it's 3 arrows, 3 targets per booth. Typically there's 18 booths per round, and you have 4.5 minutes to release 3 arrows. The scoring system is quite simple. You miss the animal, it's a goose egg. You hit the animal in the butt, it's 5 points. You hit the ring, the vital, it's 8 points. You hit the ring, it's 10 points. And you hit the bullseye, it's 11 points. So this year's Mother of All Shoots was in its 10th year anniversary, and it brings people together from all across the country and in the States. Anything from compound bows to recurves, longbows, kids, adults, seniors, you name it. We all come together and we have a heck of a good time all weekend. There's a trade show, and really it's just a lot of fun. So at this year's shoot, I had the opportunity to help set up the shoot, and it started a day or two before heading out to the farms to grab pallets and whatnot to set the targets on. It takes a great deal of effort and a lot of volunteers, and it was a madhouse. But you know what? With everybody pitching in, we got it done. We're far from done. It'll be pretty much an all-day tomorrow thing before we're up and running. But we're making good time, and off to another load. We're touching our fading, wounded bodies to show. You know that I can't stay. So it was a lot of work, a lot of volunteer work. My hat's off to them also. You know, it's something that couldn't be done without them. But we got it done, guys. Bravo. So this year's shoot was the Boneyards coming out party, and Cal and I registered, and seeing that Chris couldn't make it, we were teamed up with a guy named Lindsay. He didn't know us, we didn't know him, but that's the whole other aspect of this shoot, is that you meet people, and the connections that you make are awesome. So needless to say, by the end of the shoot, the BS was flying, and the jokes and the razzing, you know, it just kept going, and we had a real good time. Thanks a lot, Lindsay. shot the first round, the second round, and we ran into Scott Sterling and his boy who was shooting at the shoot. And I proceeded to ask him what his scores were, and he told me, and thankfully they walked off before he asked me what my scores were.
It's 2012, we're at the Mother of All Shoots, and you're watching Boneyard on Wild TV.
So we made it through the first day. You got to remember, this is Calvin's very first archery shoot, and yeah, he was whining a little bit, sore shoulder and all of that, so I threw a chunk of cheese at him and that shut him up. So at this year's shoot, it was unprecedented. There was a couple prizes that were unbelievable. There was a Ford F-150 from Festival Ford and a Harley Davidson from Gasoline Alley Harley Davidson. So how was it that you became involved in this whole wonderful event of the Mother of All Shoots?
I do shoot for the Red Deer Club, and what we want to do is, it is our 10th anniversary, so we want to do a big prize and give it away. So what we decided to do is try to do a tube shoot and get some big sponsors on board, like Festival Ford and Harley Davidson. And they were on board, so now we can set it up.
And explain the tube shoot, just what is that?
Basically what it is it's an animal with a 3/4 inch tube in it at an unmarked yardage. Small, and it's very far away, and what the archer has to do is they have one shot to make it through the tube. Arrow has to go clearly through. There is a balloon behind the tube and they have to pop it. If they make it, then they will pick the bike or the truck, and the other ticket, the ticket holder that the crowd could buy, will receive $2,000 if their ticket is drawn, and then whatever prize the archer doesn't pick, they get.
So each contestant pays $10. They get to shoot through a chance to shoot about 80, 90 yards roughly.
Somewhere there.
A 3/4 inch tube.
Yeah.
And if they do it, they get to pick either this Ford truck or this Harley Davidson.
You betcha.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. With 600 archers from across Canada and the United States, you would think that somebody's going to fluke out and hit it.
Won it? Won this?
Yeah. Like it.
So then we pick out the arrows, and now we're running around trying to find the owner of the arrow. And little does this guy know, he just won a freaking truck.
I'm Kyle Vune, and I'm at the Mother of All Shoots 2012. This is the greatest shoot in Canada.
The Mother of All Shoot is a really classy event. Now if you're a seasoned archer or someone that is just learning, I guarantee you this is the shoot for you. So try it out next March, Red Deer, Alberta. Just contact the Central Alberta Archers Association and they'll give you the info that you need. Now with that being said, I'd like to dedicate this episode to John Vune, Pat Vune and the boys. We lost John last year, and John was one of the driving forces in developing this shoot, and he was really looking forward to the 10-year anniversary. I know that he'd be proud of what we did with all the volunteer work. So again, thanks, John, and thank you, Vunes.
We're at the Mother of All Shoots 2012. You're watching Boneyard on TV.
This segment is brought to you by
Cam Clark Ford, located on the west side of Gasoline Alley, Red Deer, Alberta.
Welcome to Camp Hee-Ho-Ha, Camp Health, Hope, and Happiness. This is 2012 Shoot for Cause. This is an outdoor archery shoot, and we're going to start things off with an interview with Greg Nelson, who is the event coordinator at Camp Hee-Ho-Ha and for Shoot for Cause.
So the Shoot for Cause is a 3D outdoor shoot. It's held the first weekend in May on Lake Isle, and it's a fundraiser for people with special needs. The format of the shoot is we shoot 40 targets on Saturday, 20 on Sunday. There are competitive divisions for both male and female, as well as non-competitive divisions. So the shoot appeals to all abilities as far as archers go, whether you've done a lot of 3D before or whether you're just a hunter that wants to get out and shoot some foam before hunting season. The archers all go out into the community and raise pledges on behalf of camp and people with special needs. And we all get together and just have a great time shooting arrows for the weekend, and have a great big novelty event Saturday night, steak barbecue, lots of fun events for the kids and lots of things to do. So if you get a chance, come on out and see us sometime. It's a great place to be for the weekend.
Unfortunately, Chris had to work yet again, so Calvin invited a good friend of his along, Travis Chopko, who has been a real good contributor of the show, and together we had a great weekend. So off we go, heading into the great blue yonder. We head out to the course like a bunch of cattle, about 200 of us, and Greg proceeds to tell us that it's a pretty challenging course, yeah, to say the least. We're just heading out to our first station. We're shooting south course number 8, and I think it's coming up here pretty soon. Right in the thick bush. This is going to be very interesting. Two targets ago, Travis was laughing at me because I lost an arrow. What do you think he's doing right now? Oh, he's getting it though. He buried it in a tree.
Right. Headshot.
Finished our first round and we walked back to the field where we started, and there was an amazing lunch there waiting for us. Actually, you know, lunch and the food was amazing all weekend long. The Razor was the big prize of the weekend, but there was a ton of great prizes for everybody to have. And to tell you a little more, we're going to take you back once again to Greg Nelson.
So this is our top prize for any archer raising increments of $500. So if you raise $500, you're going to get one ticket on our Razor, and every $500 after, you're going to get additional tickets. And we're really grateful for all the archers that go out and support our cause. So the camp facilities are pretty extensive. As I mentioned, they're all for people with special needs. So we can accommodate 180 people overnight. So our archers can stay with us. They can come out in RV if they choose. We have an indoor swimming pool for the kids, climbing wall and ropes course, mini golf, waterfront activities, all types of things, basketball, volleyball, whatever you might want to do for the weekend. So it's a great place to spend the weekend with the family. So all the money raised this weekend is going to be used to sponsor individuals with mental and physical disabilities in Alberta to come and access our programs. And between now and the end of August, we're going to have over 750 individuals with mental and physical disabilities, all ages, from seniors down to little kids. And they're going to have an opportunity to spend 6 days with us and have an amazing experience that they may not be able to have without the facility. So thanks to the archers for making that possible.
Now we want to show you a little clip of the winner of that Razor.
Good job. I know how to drive it. On the brake. On the brake.
And let's hope she learns how to run that thing.
Killing sticks. Premium carbon fiber arrows.
Now let's watch Lee take out that problem bear.
There's Lee here with the Boneyard. My good buddy Mark phoned me up. They've been having trouble with a younger black bear hanging out in the livestock, and they've got 2 young girls here that we want to look after. So this bear, its time is done, I think. we need to take care of this thing. So saves me a trip up north, I guess. Here we go. We're gonna see if we can't get this sucker right now. Let's pan up to him, Mark. Now he's moved. Which way are you going there, buddy? Oh, look at that. I hit the darn branch. I hit the darn branch.
You hit the darn branch. That's my ammo. But I guess if it can happen to me, it can happen to Lee.
I hit the darn branch.
But don't worry, his second shot finds the mark. And that problem bear is no longer a problem.
It's okay, let him go, let him go, let him go. We're gonna let him go down and go see what we got. Let's leave with the Boneyard, we'll be right back. We've given this bear about 20 minutes now. Got something a little bit more beefy in case he has a little bit of life left in him. We got a pretty good blood trail going across back into the muskeg, so we're gonna go and see if we can't find this thing where it laid down. Let's go. Nice spring black bear. We'll get him out of here and then we'll get a better shot. It's Lee here with the Boneyard. We got this bear out. Nice young female spring bear, beautiful coat on her. We'll get this one made into a rug probably and be a good addition to the Boneyard.
That's it for this week's episode, people. Make sure that you check out the Mother of All Shoots website at the Central Alberta Archers Association. It happens every March here in Red Deer. And by the way, this episode's music was brought to you by none other than Red Deer's own Diesel May. Hope you enjoyed it. One other thing, make sure that you check out Camp Hee-Ho-Ha Shoot for Cause. Another absolutely awesome archery tournament with a lot of meaning. Peace and love. Peace and love.
This segment was brought to you by Ran Pro, Extreme Weather Apparel. I forgot already.
That's right. One more time. That was like...
This segment is brought to you by Ran Pro, Extreme Weather Apparel. You're watching the Boneyard on Wild TV.